Artificial intelligence, AI, is here to stay. It's already been around for a while now, it's not going anywhere, and it's only going to get more advanced from here on out. I'm not here to fight it. Honestly, I don't think we can, but rather speak out against the current practices and ethics behind AI. And yes, maybe express my concern a little bit that it'll take jobs and income away from artists like myself. But let's rewind a little bit and first talk about the ethics behind AI. As it currently stands, the way AI art works is that there are databases that have scraped the internet of all manner of artwork. Now, those databases are basically used to train the AI so that people or consumers can go to the app or program or what have you, type in prompts like cat in Picasso style, and the AI will give you a cat in Picasso style. The problem is, a lot of the artwork that was included in the database was done so without the artist's permission, without their consent. Now, okay, Picasso can't give his consent, but there are many modern day artists like Sam Does Arts, Greg Rutkowski, Loish, and many, many more whose artworks are included. Those are copyrighted images. Those artists were not asked for their permission, they did not give their consent for their images to be put into the database, and they're not being compensated for the use of those images. People can and have typed in prompts that straight up include the name of these artists, and the AI will give them artwork in the style of that artist. And a lot of the companies that use AI have apps in which the user has to pay to use that app. So these companies are basically making money off of the artwork of artists who are not making money in this scenario. Now, instead of paying Sam Does Arts to do a commission, the user can just very easily use an AI to come up with an image in Sam's style instead. The bottom line is, if companies want to use artists' artwork to train AIs, then 1, get their permission, get their consent, and 2, pay those artists for their images. Many artists have been speaking out against AI for these reasons, and they've been getting a lot of abuse online because of it. People are calling them whiny and saying that they shouldn't be speaking out against AI for using their images without their permission. Like, what? Let us feel our feelings. These are valid issues and they need to be talked about. Artists pour their heart and soul into their artwork, so yeah, we're gonna speak about it. We need to speak about it. And by the way, when it comes to AI music, those databases made a point to not include copyrighted music. All the music in their databases are royalty-free, so it's not like it's impossible to do the same for AI art. And I think all creatives should care about the ethics behind AI and the way it's being used now and in the future. So it's not just artists, it's musicians, and I think writers should also be concerned. Now, there's been some debate as to whether or not AI can actually take our jobs, but I personally think that AI can absolutely replace us and kind of already is. Anecdotally, I've already seen instances online of people losing out on job opportunities, career opportunities, income streams because of AI. For instance, there was a personal story that an artist shared online. This artist was with another artist at a conference, and they were speaking to a video game developer. And the video game developer was very nonchalantly telling these artists that he had already let go of his in-house artists because he decided that AI can do it better, faster, and cheaper. So why not? In a separate, slightly ironic and confusing scenario, a seasoned digital artist decided to share his work. He had done a book cover illustration. He decided to share it on Reddit, on a subreddit, and the moderators of that subreddit took down his image and banned him. And the reasoning was because they said it was an AI-generated illustration. Now, the artist reached out to them and messaged them and explained, like, hey, this is my work. I did it. I created it. This isn't AI-generated. And he even offered to give proof, to give his layers, his sketches. And they responded, calling him basically a liar. They said they didn't believe him. And they said that even if this was his illustration done by his own hands, basically, that he needed to change his style because it was too close to the style of AI, and that the AI could do it better and faster. So, like, what is happening? And let me be crystal clear. Their art is not similar to AI art. AI art straight up copied their art. More personally, my husband is a jazz musician. Well, engineer by day, jazz musician by night. So this is more personal. It's closer to home. I didn't read about it online. A theater group in our area decided to fire their pit orchestra, the musicians that play music during their plays, and have instead decided to use an AI program to do their music for them. Granted, the program has some ticks and it's giving them a bit of a hard time, but it's only going to improve. That's just one instance of a whole group of musicians now out of that particular job and that particular income stream. And I think authors and writers should be concerned too, because there are already AI programs like ChatGPT that are already writing people's YouTube scripts, social media captions, children's books, and even college essays. And yes, using an AI to write your college essay is cheating. Don't do it. Is it producing A+ work? No, not yet. But even more recently, there is a senior at Princeton University who has just created a program called GPT-0. And GPT-0 is supposed to be able to tell whether or not an essay has been written using an AI or ChatGPT. So teachers are already singing his praises. They've been testing it out to what I've come to gather is positive results. But my point is that all creatives and creators should be concerned, and all consumers should start thinking critically about this. Instead of just supporting your local artist, perhaps you'll have to start asking yourself whether this piece of art, music, or writing that you like was created by a human or an AI. And I'm kind of just worried that this will just suck the creativity out of everything and everyone. Not to mention what this could potentially mean for school funding for the arts in the future. I feel like we just recently climbed out of the starving artist mindset. Like back in the day, kids felt like they couldn't do art because they couldn't make money off of it. And then the advent of animation and film studios and Pixar made it very clear that yeah, you can make art and make money. But now it's kind of starting to feel like we're going backwards to like why make art in the first place with everything happening with AI. And that makes me pretty sad. There are a lot of other artists speaking out about this, and those artists have been doing art way longer than I have, and they speak more eloquently on the topic. So I'm going to include a couple of their video links down in the description below, and I highly recommend that you watch them. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Thanks for watching and listening. And this script was written by me, a human artist, so please show some love by liking and subscribing. And now that I've said a bunch of disheartening things, I want to end this video on a more positive and uplifting note. So please don't let this get you down. If it does get you down, that's okay. Feel your feelings, take a breather, lay down. Just be sure to get back up. Keep creating, keep being imaginative, keep pouring all of those lived experiences into your work, whatever they may be, because that's really what makes them special and unique and irreplaceable. And if that little pep talk was not enough to lift your spirits, then please stand by for some videos of our kittens. Thanks everyone. Bye.